Have you been left wondering why your twin flame, the person who once felt like your soul's mirror, is now distant, silent, absent, unreachable? Do you feel lost in this separation, questioning everything? Was it real? Did they abandon you? Or worse, did you do something wrong? That aching void between you and your twin flame isn't just painful. It's confusing, destabilizing, and heavy with spiritual weight. But today, we're going to uncover what's really happening beneath that silence. In this video, you will discover the spiritual truth behind the separation. You'll learn why the silence between you is not rejection, and why the physical distance is not abandonment, but something far more sacred. We'll guide you through a divine perspective on this stage of the journey. Once you truly understand this, your entire view of your twin flame connection will begin to shift, bringing clarity, peace, and a renewed sense of purpose. By the end of this video, you won't see separation as a setback anymore. You'll see it as a divine setup. You'll recognize that this silence isn't breaking the bond, it's activating it. This isn't the end. It's the preparation, the transformation, the sacred pause before something greater arrives. And once this deeper knowing clicks into place, you will feel more empowered, aligned, and ready to walk this path from a place of trust, not fear. So, if you've ever felt like the silence was a punishment or a mistake, stay with us until the end. I challenge you to watch this video all the way through, because somewhere in these words, there is a truth your soul has been waiting to hear. And when it finds you, I promise, you'll never look at your journey the same way again. Drop a comment below with the words, "Divine timing is not abandonment," if you're ready to receive this message. Let's begin. Number 1. The purpose of separation, a sacred initiation. If you find yourself navigating the turbulent seas of separation right now, you may be tempted to believe that you've been abandoned, forgotten, or cast aside by the universe. But I want you to hear me clearly. You are not truly alone. That ache in your heart, the physical distance between you and your twin flame, the silence that feels like it's echoing through your soul, none of it is random. And more importantly, none of it is punishment. In fact, if you are still here standing firm in your connection, even after the intense energetic upheaval of September, then I offer you my heartfelt congratulations, because what you've just moved through was not just another month. It was a divine portal, a spiritual crucible, a final phase of purification designed to prepare your soul for the next sacred chapter of the twin flame journey. This period marked a critical shift into what can only be called the preparation phase. And preparation, in this sacred context, does not mean passivity. It means refinement. Every moment of doubt you faced, every cycle of running and chasing that broke your heart wide open, every moment where you chose not to chase, but to go within, those were acts of soul courage. Those were moments of training, orchestrated by divine intelligence. Separation, as painful as it is, serves a higher purpose. It forges you in spiritual fire. It strips away egoic patterns, codependency, illusions of control, and attachments that do not serve divine union. It purifies you not to hurt you, but to elevate you. And this past month, it wasn't ordinary time. September carried the frequency of deep cosmic refinement. Many twin flames across the globe were energetically separated, not because they failed, but because they were being initiated. You see, the universe often pulls twin flames apart to help each counterpart remember their wholeness. This is the paradox of divine love. You must first find union within before you can find it in the other. And during this phase, that was the call. A call to return inward, a call to choose your alignment over your attachment, a call to embody the love you've been seeking outside of you. Those who answered this call, who resisted the temptation to chase, to grasp, to spiral into longing, stepped into a higher frequency. They crossed into a threshold of readiness, because inner union is the true foundation of outer union, and only those who can hold their own energetic alignment are capable of holding the sacred frequency of the twin flame mission. So if you endured this month with grace, even through tears, even when it felt like everything was falling apart, you have emerged on the other side refined. The energetic fire of this initiation did not destroy you. It awakened you. It aligned you. And let me reassure you of something powerful. Your twin is not avoiding you. They are being refined by the same cosmic intelligence. Even in silence, even in distance, your energies are communicating. You are both being molded into the highest versions of yourselves, so that when you come together again, it will not be through fear or need, but through sacred purpose. This is not the end of the journey. This is the becoming. Trust it. Number 2, the transformation beyond 3D. There may be days when you feel your heart expanding with love for them. Days when you close your eyes and instantly feel their energy brushing against your soul in the 5D. You sense them. You speak to them energetically. You send waves of compassion, light, and warmth. And yet, there is no message, no call, no physical touch, no sign of movement in the 3D world. Let me be clear. This is not failure. This is not rejection. This is transformation. The twin flame journey does not play by the rules of conventional relationships. It is not bound to calendars, clocks, or linear expectations. Twin flame love is not measured in how often you speak or how quickly they return. It is a journey of frequency, a dance between two souls that transcends time and space. While your human self may ache for physical closeness, your higher self knows the truth, that real union cannot be forced, faked, or fast-tracked. It must be felt at the soul level, and only what is real will survive this fire. If it's not authentic love, if it's ego, illusion, fear, or control, it will be burned away by the energy of this connection. This isn't punishment, it is purification. Twin flame energy is a sacred flame that consumes everything false until only truth remains. That's why silence, distance, or disconnection in the physical are often signs that transformation is underway. Not endings, not losses, but sacred alchemy in motion. To those on the outside, this process can appear irrational. They may say it's a fantasy. They may call it obsession. They may label your experience with words that diminish its depth. But that judgment isn't rooted in truth. It stems from incomprehension. People fear what they cannot understand. And divine love, true divine love, is something very few have ever truly felt. This is why your journey can never be validated by external opinions. It cannot be measured by likes, approval, or social norms. No one else can witness your soul's contract. No one else can feel the magnetic pull between your energy fields. Your twin flame journey is yours alone, sacred, raw, unfolding beyond the third dimension. You were never meant to convince anyone of your love. You were meant to remember it, to embody it, to anchor it so fully into your being that it becomes unshakable. The union is first within. The real transformation is not about bringing them back. It's about becoming the highest expression of love you were always destined to be. And when you do that, the energy shifts, the timeline aligns, not because you chased it, but because you became it. So if you feel them in the 5D but cannot touch them in the 3D, trust what your soul already knows. Love is not lost, it is transforming. Before we move forward, take a moment to pause and breathe into what you've just heard. This journey is not about rushing, it's about remembering. What part of your experience has been quietly transforming beneath the surface? Have you felt the invisible connection, even when the physical world gave you nothing to hold on to? I invite you to reflect and share in the comments. Your voice may be the light someone else needs today. Or simply affirm this truth with your heart by typing, "Love is not lost, it is transforming." Let's anchor this energy together before we step into what comes next. Number 3, September, the sacred checkpoint, a divine filter for the twin flame path. Have you been wondering why the energy of September has felt so heavy, so intense, almost as if the universe has been pressing pause on your journey? Why has the silence grown louder, and the doors you once leaned on now feel sealed shut? That's because September is not just another month, it is a cosmic checkpoint, a sacred threshold. The divine has drawn a clear line between the old paradigm of separation and the new frequency of soul union. And in this moment, everything you once relied on is being recalibrated, not to punish you, but to prepare you. You see, every delay you've encountered, every moment of silence from your twin flame, every instance where the universe seemed to close yet another door, none of it is accidental. These are not rejections. These are refinements, energetic recalibrations. The universe is not saying no. It is saying, not that way, not from that vibration, not with that attachment. Every challenge you've faced in recent weeks has been precise surgically, designed by divine intelligence to remove what cannot withstand the power of this sacred connection. This is the final filtration, the final purge. Everything that is not in alignment with your soul's mission, with your highest truth, with your divine love, it is being stripped away. The people who ghosted you, the paths that dissolved, the invitations that never came, these were not signs of your unworthiness. They were sacred signs that you are being protected, guided, redirected into divine order. September asks you one final question. Will you trust the silence? Will you love even without evidence? Will you hold your light steady even when the outer world offers no validation? Because if your answer is yes, if you've chosen alignment over anxiety, faith over fear, presence over panic, then you have passed the test. You have endured the fire of purification and emerged clearer, calmer, and ready. And here's what you must know. October will not be subtle. The changes it brings will be undeniable. The energy will move fast, sharp, and with divine clarity. But only those who stood still in September's storm, only those who stayed rooted in their truth when everything around them was shaken, will be able to ride the waves of what is to come. October is not about waiting anymore. It's about receiving. But to receive, your vessel must be clean. Your energy must be congruent. Your heart must be open without being desperate. So if you are still here, if you are still loving, still believing in your twin flame connection, despite the silence, despite the confusion, then hear this. You are ready. You are aligned with the new vibration. You are no longer chasing. You are magnetizing. The universe has not abandoned you. It has been preparing you. The question is no longer, when will they return? The question is, are you ready to meet the version of them that is being prepared for you? Because the answer is closer than you think. Number 4, the real reason for the quiet, a sacred pause before divine movement. Have you recently found yourself surrounded by stillness, an almost unbearable silence that stretches across your connection like an invisible veil? If so, take heart. This silence is not abandonment. It is not the end. It is the sacred pause before divine movement. What feels like a void between you and your twin flame is not emptiness. It is sacred geometry, a divine design orchestrating healing, clearing, and alignment on levels the human mind cannot always grasp. In this space, everything unnecessary is being stripped away, not to punish you, but to prepare you. You are not being left behind. You are being elevated. The interference of others, the projections, the opinions, the doubts, has been silenced. One by one, the external voices that once filled your mind with confusion and hesitation have faded into the background. And that's not a loss. That's divine protection. What you once called isolation is, in truth, insulation. A boundary of light has been drawn around your connection, not a wall to keep love out, but a shield to keep distortion from coming in. The universe is guarding this connection like a sacred flame. Only energies that support true union are allowed to remain in your field. This is the recalibration of the soul. You may have noticed, your energy feels different now. Lighter, cleaner, more sovereign. Your field has been cleared of the noise, the fear, and the voices of those who never truly understood your journey. The dissonance that once echoed in your heart has lost its power. Those who doubted you, who tried to interfere, who called your connection fantasy, they can no longer touch the sacredness of your bond. Your love has ascended above their frequency. Your intuition is sharper than ever. You're no longer confused by conflicting opinions or the need for constant validation. You're learning to trust your inner knowing, to walk forward guided by your own light. Dreams are more vivid, laced with symbols only your soul can translate. Signs are aligning on clocks, in songs, in places you never thought to look before. These are not coincidences, they are confirmations. Your twin flame connection has become invisible to those not meant to witness it. That invisibility is not punishment, it is spiritual elevation. When something is sacred, it is protected, and you are now walking in that divine protection. This is the power of ascension, to no longer exist at the level where misunderstanding, interference, and low-frequency fear can reach you. You've risen, quietly, powerfully, and in doing so, you've aligned yourself with the timeline of union, not just with your twin, but with your own highest self. So if the world feels quiet right now, breathe, rest in the silence, because this silence is holy. It's not a void, it's a womb. Something is being reborn through it, and soon, this quiet will break not with noise, but with clarity, movement, and divine timing. Imagine a symphony orchestra preparing to perform a powerful piece. Before the first note is played, there is a moment of absolute silence. The audience leans in. The conductor raises their hand. That pause is not emptiness, it's reverence, it's focus, it's alignment. Every musician holds their breath. Every instrument is poised. Every sound that doesn't belong has already been removed from the space. That's exactly what this quiet phase in your twin flame journey represents. It's the sacred stillness before divine harmony begins. If someone were to speak during that pause, it would ruin the whole composition. In the same way, the universe has silenced outside interference in your life, so that the next movement, the union, the breakthrough, the deep soul activation, can enter undisturbed. You are not in the absence of love. You are in the sacred stillness that comes right before love is played in its purest form. Number 5. Sacred timing, not delays. Have you ever wondered why, despite your pure intentions and deep longing, contact with your divine counterpart still feels distant or unreachable? Why do messages go unanswered, meetings fall through, or reunions seem just out of reach, even when your heart is wide open? The truth is this: the most profound changes in your connection are not taking place in the physical world. They are unfolding in the quantum field, where energy moves faster than form and where your soul's alignment is being shaped by forces far more intelligent than the mind can comprehend. Right now, the universe is not blocking your connection, it is coordinating it with divine precision. What may appear as silence or delay on the surface is actually sacred choreography happening behind the veil. The spiritual infrastructure of your bond is being constructed in realms unseen, where timelines, choices, and soul frequencies are constantly aligning and realigning to prepare you for what is truly meant to last. You may feel frustrated. You may question why, even after surrendering your ego, offering love without condition, and holding space with patience, things haven't moved in the way you hoped. But let this be a moment of clarity. You are not being ignored. You are being protected. The divine is shielding you from timelines that seem promising on the surface, but are not rooted in soul alignment. These are the timelines where the love would collapse under pressure, where the pain of misalignment would override the beauty of reunion. And so, what your human self might interpret as delay, your higher self knows as sacred preparation. Every pause in your journey is a veil of grace. Every closed door is a form of divine intelligence saying, "Not yet, not like this, not until both of you are ready." And not just ready to see each other, but ready to hold each other, to truly meet soul to soul, without distortion, without running, without fear. Your higher self, connected to source and vibrating in truth, knows the blueprint of your connection. It knows when you are spiritually and emotionally prepared to receive union in a way that honors its depth. Your ego may crave physical closeness, may ache for text messages, for calls, for confessions of love, but your soul seeks something greater, union that is pure, stable, and rooted in divine truth. So, trust the silence, trust the stillness, trust that the delays you perceive are not walls to punish you, but shields to preserve the sacredness of your bond. The universe is not denying you, it is refining the timing. Let go of the illusion that love must arrive on your schedule. Instead, open to the truth that what is meant for you will arrive on divine time, and when it does, it will not confuse you, ghost you, or leave you wondering. You are not forgotten. You are not off course. You are being guided into alignment with a love that is worth the wait. Because when it finally arrives, it will not need to be chased. It will feel like coming home. Number 6. The shift to divine sovereignty. You are not being abandoned. You are being elevated. This moment, this pause, this stillness is not punishment. It is preparation by divine intelligence. The delay you feel in your twin flame journey is not a detour. nor is it a sign that something has gone wrong. On the contrary, it is a sacred recalibration, evidence that something far greater is unfolding beyond the reach of your current understanding. You are not being left behind. You are being lifted into sovereignty. In the silence, your soul is being refined. In the waiting, your foundation is being rebuilt, not for longing, not for chasing, but for embodiment. This is not about grasping at love. It is about becoming the frequency of it. And when you do, union becomes inevitable, not because you forced it, but because you aligned with it. Let go of the fear that your twin is choosing someone else. The universe does not make mistakes in sacred partnerships. Your counterpart is not lost. They are being guided through their own initiations, unfolding, evolving, awakening. And when their heart reaches its highest knowing, when the illusions fall away and the noise dissolves, they will recognize one truth. It has always been you. And when that recognition strikes their heart, not as memory, but as knowing, they will come to you, not with confusion, not with resistance, but with clarity, with reverence, with no hesitation. This moment you're in the space between is the final purification before reunion. Think of it as winter soil. No farmer plants seeds before the earth is ready. The ground must rest. It must be cleared. It must be nurtured beneath the surface, even if nothing appears to be growing above. This season is the quiet work of becoming. You are being held steady, not stuck, until the soil of your soul is fertile for divine love. Your spiritual team is surrounding you, not with pressure, but with protection. They are holding you in place, not to restrain you, but to ensure that when the door to union opens, it opens to a reality that will last, not one that will collapse under misalignment. This is the shift from dependency to sovereignty, from hoping love will save you to realizing love has always been within you. So trust the delay, honor the stillness, allow the divine to finish its sacred work. For when it is complete, reunion will not be something you chase, it will be something that arrives. And when it does, it will arrive in perfect harmony, not a moment too soon, not a moment too late, exactly on divine time. If you've made it this far, it means your soul is resonating with this truth. Take a moment to breathe it in. This is not just information, it's activation. You are remembering who you are and what you came here to embody. I invite you now to reflect on your own journey. What has this pause taught you? What clarity has risen in the silence? Share your story in the comments. We're walking this path together. And if words feel hard to find, simply type, "I am aligned with divine timing," to anchor this affirmation into your field. Let the universe know you're not waiting in fear, you're rising in faith. Number 7. A new chapter begins, reserved by the divine. As the curtain gently falls on the energy of September, you may be feeling raw, uncertain, or even weary from the intensity of all that has surfaced. But hear this clearly: you are not forgotten, you are not being left behind, and you are certainly not being punished. What you are experiencing is divine distinction. You are being set apart, set aside, not as an afterthought, but as a sacred intention. Imagine walking into a grand theater. Every seat is filled, every soul present, and yet there, right in the center, is a seat marked reserved. Not for just anyone, for you. And not just for you alone, but for both you and your divine counterpart, your twin flame. The universe has placed a seal upon this connection, ensuring that no other energy can take what has been cosmically written in the stars for the two of you. That reserved seat isn't empty because you were late. It's empty because the timing hasn't yet aligned. The orchestra isn't done tuning. The story hasn't reached the scene you're destined to play. So don't mistake the quiet for neglect. It is sacred preparation. September did not go easy on you, and that was no accident. It was never meant to be gentle. It came as a purifier, a fierce, holy fire sent to burn away every illusion, every lingering attachment, every energy that could not support the next chapter of your evolution. This fire wasn't there to destroy you. It was sent to reveal you. If you're still standing after all of this, still loving, still believing, still anchored in your truth, then you are stronger than you realize. You have been refined. What you carried into September has been stripped to the essential. Your ego may feel bruised, but your soul, it has never been clearer. You are not the same person you were just weeks ago. You are becoming, and now You're stepping into alignment with what is truly yours. Not the version your human mind grasped at, but the version that your higher self always held within divine vision. You are ready not just for reunion, but for purpose, for union that serves the world, not just the self. This is the new chapter, and it begins not when your twin flame texts or calls. It begins the moment you recognize that nothing has been lost, only transformed, only prepared, and the seat that was always yours, it's still there, reserved, sacred, waiting for the moment the light shines just right, and both of you walk in, no longer searching, but arriving. We walk with you into October not with fear, but with unwavering faith. We understand that the silence you're experiencing is not abandonment. It is sacred space being held for something greater. The waiting is not punishment, it is preparation. The distance is not disconnection, it is divine alignment in motion. We believe this season is refining us all. It is shaping us into versions of ourselves that are stronger, wiser, and more rooted in love than ever before. When reunion comes, and it will not be a return to the past, but a step into something entirely new. A love that is whole, a love that is true, a love forged in the fire of faith. Separation is not the final chapter. It is the sacred threshold before the door opens. Reunion is not a distant dream. It is a divine certainty already unfolding in the unseen. We are not waiting in vain, we are rising in purpose. Take this moment to reflect on your journey. What have you discovered about yourself in this silence? What truths have emerged in the stillness? We invite you to share your thoughts in the comments or simply affirm your faith by typing, "I walk into October with faith, not fear." Let your words become your vibration. Let your vibration align with your destiny. If this message resonated with your soul, help us spread this light like the video. Share it with someone who needs this message, and subscribe to Spiritual Universe for more guidance on your sacred path. And as you move forward, remember this truth. Nothing is missing, nothing is late. Everything is arriving right on divine time.